whatever fans think about Cody and Robin, there wouldn't be a show without them. I mean, Cody, you cannot stop watching. And I hear he's very charismatic in real life.
Oh my gosh.
Something magnetic about him.
The first time I met him, he's like on level 15 when you walk in. So it's like, you say hello. I think the first time I met him, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of energy that's coming at you. He's like, he comes at you as like, full on. Cody is full on.
Okay. Hello. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you. Man, I feel like we just saw each other, For those that know, right? I just have a little thing for you. Earth Mama, Earth Mama, will you be mine? I hope you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you need to go back to the last show because I will never see the term Earth Mama again the way that that we learned about it today in today's show. Okay, so today we are talking about Suki. We are talking about the interview that Suki had. Suki was finally, the interviewer is being interviewed. And I'm so excited about this. Suki knows the assignment and she also knows the exit strategy. It's really interesting. There's a lot that we kind of have to go over and we're going to get into it, right? You guys are probably wondering what the hell are you talking about? Like what's going on? Don't worry, we're going to go over everything. Give me a second. I'm not necessarily coming for Suki, but let's be real. Suki is not clueless, okay? We're exposing this because she is playing the game too, and rightfully so. I'm going to tell you why I would do the same thing, but let's not mince words here. I don't think it's this big kumbaya as she makes it seem, and we have signs to prove it. We're going to go over that here in a second, and at the end of this, if you disagree with me, let me know. If it gets too much where we need to open up the phone lines, you guys let me know that too, because you know what? This is our show together. Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. Told you we were doing a twofer, and here it is. So here's the thing. The sis is playing the game because she knows that the realest villain in this saga is off camera. It is TLC politics. Okay? Here's the psychological fix. When Suki is kind of, I don't know, she's still in interviewer mode as she's being interviewed. You know what we're all thinking. PR matters. Okay? She risks becoming the next host to mysteriously vanish and not come back. She could be Tamron Hall. Okay? That's what I think is going on. So we're going to gently call BS, but I get it. I understand why she's playing the game because I really don't want her to go. She is, at this point, she's established a rapport with the Brown family. I don't really want to see her go. She's done so much better, and maybe that's because the production team is gone. So who knows? I would like to see it going. She's a vet, okay? She doesn't want to open Pandora's box. She doesn't. So let's just listen to what she's saying. I'm going to walk back a few things and we're going to go over a few things and it's all going to make sense. I promise you it's all going to make sense. Let's start with, I think that this is fascinating and I think it sets the tone to what we're going to talk about. See, Sukanya, you're slick, but we're slicker, girl. We love you. We understand, get your bag. We get why you're doing what you're doing, but we see through you. And then she could come back and say, we see each other. Those are for my Bravo girlies, I think you know. Okay, so let's listen to Sukanya's descriptions of everyone. And I think, like I said, it's not what she said, it's what she didn't say. We are poking the holes at what was not said because I think that paints a way bigger picture than what was said, okay? This is like politics. So we need to read in between the lines. Ready? Okay, let's listen to our girl. And by the way, I'm going to link the full interview from the Sarah show in the description. Okay. So, okay, let's listen to this.
To answer, I'd love the top 10 questions. I'll try and answer. Top 10 questions. Cody, what's he like? Yeah, he's full of energy. He will point at you. He will try to, use his swagger to kind of sway you at times, but I'm not easily swayable. Robin, she knows she hates the name Sob and Robin. I think I've said that a couple of times. How do you feel about that? I think she just takes it very personally. I think she takes things close to heart. So the name Sob and Robin, she cries because, it's just, it manifests that way. Her pain manifests that way. Other people shut down. She cries, that's how she lets out her emotion. Janelle is just easygoing, totally cerebral. You have to meet her in a very intellectual way. And she loves heavy metal. I mean, you gotta love that she loves European heavy metal. It's crazy.
I knew that.
And Christine is just like, your friend you're gonna sit down and have a cocktail and cook with. She's like, like, what do they call it? Caftan. What is the thing that's trending right now? The calf cocktail, where you put on your caftan and you hang out and drink some wine. She's that girl. And Mary is like super fun. She's like the girl you go out to a bar with and dance on top of a bar.
Interesting. Do you guys see what I saw? Let me know in the chat if you picked up on it. And I'm going to need some clown music for this. Not because Sukanya's a clown, but because the end result is going to be... What is it? Is this good clown music? Hold on. That's not clown music. Do I have any? Hold on. Is this a good one? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So we're going to talk about the description of the cast. Okay. So watch this. So Cody is full of energy and charismatic. Okay. Mary is super fun with the girl you go out with and dance on top of the bar. Christine, the friend to have a cocktail with and cook with. Okay, cool. Janelle, easygoing, smart. Robin, what did she say? Robin. What did she say about Robin? Let's just go back to that. Let me go back to what she said about Robin. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
To, use his swagger to kind of sway you at times, but, I'm not easily swayable. Robin, she knows she hates the name Sob and Robin. I think I've said that a couple of times. How do you feel about that? I think she just takes it very personally. I think
that's what we know. So she didn't even really say anything. Hold on, let me come back to this. Nothing. So basically, Sukanya called her Sob and Robin. Like, that's what we know about her. So everything, she said even nice things about Cody. Full of energy, charismatic. Mary, super fun, the girl you go out with and dance on top of a bar. Christine, she's the friend that you want to have a cocktail with and cook. Janelle, she's easygoing and smart. And she loved that she likes heavy metal, but Robin, she's sensitive and she cries. Well, we know that. We know that. I think, like I said, we are weaving a picture here. We are reading between the lines. And I can't believe this, but she's already interviewed Robin. What? Like, at this point, we're talking about, I think, 4 tell-alls at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 tell-alls. David's only been in 2. Listen to what she said about David. This is what I'm talking about. We're reading between the lines. Listen to what Suki said about David.
Do fun things. I mean, David's the kind of guy would be like, he has already invited me to go to Moab and go. What is that called on a bike?
Oh yeah, all the
trike
they doing. Yeah, they do all that cross. I don't know what it is. I know what you mean.
So David's already invited her to come visit him, and she's like, "Man, David's a fun guy too." Like, so hold on. Robin, stop exiting the stage. Stop it. Oh my gosh. You don't want to even be there, Robin. Just stay still. My goodness. So even with David, who barely just showed up on the scene, Suki has a better understanding of him, and obviously likes him. So the best that Suki can come up with Robin is she's sensitive and she cries. Wow. See what I'm saying? Read between the lines. That's the thing. And here's what I find interesting, right? She mentioned Andy Cohen, which it's kind of perfect. Hold on. Let's listen to this because it's all going to make sense. Listen to what she says about Andy Cohen. And like I said, I am not calling Suki out. Like, I get it, girl. Get your bag. You have to play the game. This is a game of like TLC politics because you're juggling what the fans want and also keeping your job, because if you get Robin and Cody pissed, you're gone. So just listen to what she says here.
Oh, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that the average viewer doesn't know. But
Yeah.
has that been hard? I mean, people come for you as much as they come for Andy Cohen. I mean, they do.
They do. I don't know
you
about
really
Andy
do.
Cohen. I think Andy Cohen has his lovers and he controls the show. So it's a different dichotomy, if you know what I mean. I'm just a host of a show. Andy, is Bravo. And he could pretty much say whatever he wants to say. But I mean, yeah, they do come for me, but it's okay. It's part of the business. You can't make everybody happy. And as long as people are talking and there's a conversation on platforms like yours, maybe people can get to the answer they eventually want.
Okay, fair. Very fair. I like her answer, very diplomatic. I like how she said Andy can do whatever he wants. He has a lot more control. So does that mean, Suki, that if you did have more control and you knew you wouldn't be fired and you could press on things, that things would be a lot different? Just wondering. We're going to get back to that in a second. But first, I want to go into kind of the question dabbling into, was Robin difficult? Was she being difficult with Suki's questioning? Right? So listen to this.
You do such a great job trying to get them to open up, trying to get, I mean, with Robin, you can see in these one, you're like doing everything. I mean, what do you do? Like, are you trying to do some humor behind the scenes? I mean, you roll the clips of her being called a cow, everything. Are you trying to like loosen up? Like, I mean, you're
Kind of. I mean, it's kind of like, let's get into it. And it is very hard when somebody is not
he didn't give you much.
there or
Yeah.
giving you much, or listen, she's a seasoned vet at this point when it comes to these tell-alls, so she knows exactly what I'm going after, possibly, and maybe she doesn't really feel like opening up that Pandora's box at that moment. And she also has young children, right? So
Yeah.
she wants to protect the girls and she wants to protect her family as well.
See, and I get it, Suki. That is bravo. The most diplomatic answer. The girl doesn't even need like a PR team. She is a walking PR team herself. Good job, good answer, good way to protect the bag. But I call BS. We know that interviewers hate may be a strong word. They don't like, you're there for an interview, right? And if you're not going to answer questions, that is going to piss off interviewers. It just is. Trust me. And if you don't trust me, listen to, we've already been talking, even Suki brought up Andy Cohen, right? He's a mogul. He does what he wants. He has the freedom to speak his mind. So maybe we should ask someone that actually won't get fired for speaking their mind what they think about people that don't answer questions. Andy Cohen was asked a few years ago, what's the worst guest that you've ever interviewed? Listen to his answer and listen to why he did not like this not necessarily not like the person, but that he didn't like interviewing this person. Listen to this because I find it very fascinating and I think that you guys will too. Listen to this.
This is a good one. Who's been your least favorite guest on Watch What Happens Live?
Okay, I will say that Amber Rose came on and she didn't want to answer any of the questions that I was asking her, and she was wearing sunglasses, and she said on the air, she goes, "Am I your worst guest ever?" I go, "You are in the running right now." Really?
You are in the running for being one of the worst guests. That's coming from a veteran that kind of created what the tell-all is in the game today. So hold on. Let's just watch Robin, as always, push back with Suki. Let's just give two examples, which is kind of funny. So she can say like that she likes Robin all she wants, but hold on. Okay, where? Oh, I have to pull it up. I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me remove that. Let me add her. There we go. Okay, here she is. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. Okay, here we go. Watch her be smug with Suki. Hold on.
Maybe.
Oh, man, we don't need
Rack.
to.
Gosh, this is so stupid.
Jeez, do you
where we
get
go?
the luggage rack?
Yes, I do.
You do get the luggage rack.
Yep.
You get the luggage rack?
Gosh, this is so stupid. Yeah, I don't.
You know that Suki wants to like smack her right there. Okay, so one other instance. Hold on. Let me pull this up because I find it fascinating.
Out there?
No, I don't even remember talking about this.
Mm.
I think there was a knowledge about it because Cody's dad did it.
Mm.
But I don't remember like sitting there talking about it, like, I mean, I know of people that have done it, but I don't remember talking about
Well,
it.
Christine recalls you talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, just she doesn't give a damn. She doesn't care. You cannot tell me Suki can say all she wants. Oh, you know, everything is fine. And she's just, no. Behind the scenes, there's no way that she's saying, yeah, everything is okay. Interviewers hate that. They hate it. No, so I am gently pushing back on Suki. I get it, though. I would probably, no lie, I would do the same thing if I wanted to keep doing what I'm doing. It's a very high-profile forum. Why would she want to get fired? I get it. So the fact that Suki is pushing back and she's like, well, you know, she's a vet and she doesn't want to open up Pandora's box. Plus, she's protecting our kids. That if you wanted to protect your kids, madame, now I'm not talking to Suki, I'm talking to Robin. If you wanted to, madame, protect your kids, then don't be on reality TV. She knows. That's what I'm saying. I feel like she's playing the game, but I get it. But someone needs to talk about it. I don't see anyone talking about it. Yes, was it a good interview? Yes. Was it very political based answers? 1,000%. Do I feel like we saw the real Suki? I mean, yeah, I would say that is a part of her. But behind closed doors, there ain't no way. There's no way that that's what she's saying behind closed doors. No. And like I said, I'm not even mad at it. I get it because I don't want her to get fired. She has to toe the line. I totally get it. Because here's the interesting part with Suki. Neutrality is not objectivity. It is a strategy. Because now that she's a host for the tell-all, ask any seasoned journalist. When your subject dodges a question, your job is to press, but not with this. Right? That's why Andy Cohen has no problem saying that Amber Rose was in the running for the worst guest ever because she gave nothing. Interviewers hate dead air. They hate deflections. They hate them gawking and being like, oh my gosh, what a dumb question. That's so stupid. No. I can guarantee you that Suki is annoyed with that. Absolutely. But I get it because let's just go over this. Let's go over the job of an interviewer. I pulled this up. I want us to go over it together because listen to this. The primary job of an interview is to provide an objective assessment of a candidate's suitability for a role based on their skills. Oh, wait a second. What the hell? This is a job interview. No, that's not what I meant. The hell did I pull up? Hold on. That is not what I meant. Of a television. What the hell? IQ, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Here we go. Let's just come here. What the hell was that, guys? Okay, let me zoom in. We'll just go here. Okay, let's share this tab instead. Come back to that because I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, here. Open. Open Sesame. Before presenting. Oh, I have to close out of that. Okay. All right, here we go. So the primary job of a television interviewer is not strictly to be objective in the sense of presenting only facts without any bias. Instead, their role is to guide the conversation, extract information, and present a story in a compelling way that is accurate and balanced. Keywords, accurate and balanced, and also without any bias. Bingo, guys. Bingo. She can't show bias. She can't talk about this because she will not be asked back. Do you know what I mean? That's why. So let's keep going. I want to talk about you know what else was interesting? Let's go over this before we get into that.
He is
We're gonna
really
get
kind of
into the Cody and her interactions with Cody. But you know what else I realized? And I don't know if anyone picked up on it. It happened in the very beginning of the tell-all. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy said, IQ, Cody keeps telling on himself. Yes. Yes, Kathy. Yes, he does. Thank you for the super chat. Agreed. If you agree with Kathy, please like her super chat. Because I agree. Cody does keep telling on himself. Ridiculous. So I thought that this was interesting. Okay. Look at this. In the beginning of part 1, and I didn't even realize this. This is another element of talking about someone that's not being very cooperative. Did you catch this? Because I didn't. I'm going to play this for you, and then I'm going to ask you a question afterwards. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So this is what's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so Suki in the very beginning of the tell-all, she asked about movie questions for all of the cast, right? So she asked Cody, what movie represents where you are right now? Cody said, oh my gosh, not Batman. Batman. It might as well be Batman. That was a Freudian slip. It had to have been the Batman. But it was Batman Returns. That's what Cody said. Yes, he did. You know what else? Mary said the movie Wild. So that's interesting. Then Christine said Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was Christine's. And then Janelle said Eat, Pray, Love, and Robin. What did Robin do? The Chaos Queen. Stay right there, Robin. Do you know what she did? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see, Robin. What did you do? Let's see.
Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
Nothing. Nothing. Hold on. Stay right there. She didn't do anything. There was nothing. She didn't even, so she wouldn't even answer a freaking movie question. And Suki is going, you know, for a fact that this irritated the hell out of her. Not even a movie question. Doesn't want to listen or watch the what are they called? The clips, the playback clips. Says that her questions are stupid. Get out of here. Like I said, though, I get it. I get it. You know what Suki didn't want happening? Do you want to know what Suki didn't want happening? This right here. This.
Not seen Mary since I hosted the last tell all. I will be honest with you. I was told not to come back because some people thought that the questions were too tough that I was asking.
Emphasis was placed on a legal document that I know this is going to offend you, but it legitimizes one wife of the 4 that you have.
Yeah, you are offending me.
But that's legal language.
I think if anybody somehow could step into our world and see how serious our spiritual marriages are to us, they wouldn't even bring that up to us.
Oh, so there we go. That's who was offended. Where is that? Where is she? Is this where it is?
Of the 4 that you have.
Yeah, you are offending me.
But that's
Oh, yeah. Of course. That's why Suki is doing what she's doing. Darlene, thank you for the $2 super chat. Darlene says, Monty Python at the end, please. And Robin looks like Kermit. Darlene, you just had to throw in the snark, didn't you, girl? Thank you. Okay, I will. We'll do mental note. We'll do that. I will do that. Okay. Thank you for that. That's why Tamron didn't want to. listen, Suki is getting notes from Tamron. She does not want to be axed next. But there is a little bit more. Listen to this. Because Mary even brings up something. We talked about this before, but let's listen again.
I always felt like that I had like a really cool connection with you, and I never had any issues with you.
Yeah.
Well, we know who did. We know the gruesome twosome that did. Yes, we do. And Sukanya is not going to let that happen again. And then let's just listen to Tamron again, because I feel like this is a cautionary tale.
Honest with you to tell you that initially I did not want to host that show. I was asked to do it, and at the time I said, it's a check, done. I then got to know that family, and I fell so deeply in love with the children.
Oh, sorry. This is honestly how I feel. Where is that? Let me play that.
You
again.
shocked? Were you gooped? Were you?
What the heck is that? Hold on. Let's try it again. This is how I feel.
To tell you that initially I did not want to.
Okay, listen to what Tamron is about to say and apply it to Sukanya. I'm telling you, proof is in the pudding. I think the next few sentences, I think this is how Sukanya feels.
Host that show. I was asked to do it, and at the time I said, it's a check, done.
There, boom. It's a check, done. That's really what I think Sukanya is doing. I think she is playing strategy, and I get it. I'm not even mad about it, but I'm just, no one's really talking about it, and I thought that we should. Like she said, she's not in Andy Cohen. Maybe one day she will, but right now she's not. So she's charming, she's poised, she's quick, yes. But does she kind of have to protect Robin and Cody's narrative? Yes, or she's going to end up like this beautiful woman on the screen. Andy has power, and Suki is out here trying to hold on to a folding chair in a tornado of narcissism. You know? So let's keep going. So I just wanted to paint this picture for us because I think it's important. Like this vibe, I feel like Suki secretly has. We just don't see it. This vibe, the way that Tamron is looking at us right now, the hand placement, everything, the fingers. I think this is like the embodiment of what Suki really wants to say, but we're just not hearing it. So let's keep going. Let's talk about how, and that's why I feel like she's going to be neutral because she has to. So here she is talking about Cody being charismatic and yada, yada, yada. And I think wanting both Cody and Robin to feel comfortable so that they want her again, they don't fire her. And she does, to be professional, needs to have some type of neutrality, right? Okay, so
there wouldn't be a show without them. I mean, Cody, you cannot stop watching. And I hear he's very charismatic in real life.
Oh my gosh.
Something magnetic about him.
The first time I met him, he's like on level 15 when you walk in. So it's like, you say hello. I think the first time I met him, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of energy that's coming at you. He's like, he comes at you as like, full on. Cody is full on. And then he kind of settles in, and he knows people think he's the bad guy. So it's kind of hard sometimes, but yeah, he's really interesting. And the curls are real, the hair is real. He's really incredibly fit. He's very, very fit. Robin's very tall, just so you know. I'm about 5'9", and Robin is just as tall as I am. Yeah, she's tall. Yeah. You would think Robin was tall, right?
No, I thought she was short. I would never know she was tall. Ever.
Robin's tall. Yeah.
Interesting. So I feel like, I don't know, just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. I feel like there might have been a little bit of ego stroking. It's kind of funny because you know how we've talked so many times. There's been themes. Christine's mentioned it. Janelle's mentioned it. And they kind of talk about how Cody gives people not what they want to hear. the opposite of what they want to hear, right? So if you like something, he'll talk about how you're not good at it. If you value something, he'll talk about how you don't really have that value. Is it possible because Sukanya knows Cody cares so much about his body and being fit and all of this nonsense? Is it a little bit of kowtowing? Maybe. I mean, maybe it's genuine. Could it be a little bit of kowtowing? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. So I thought that that was really interesting. And then I'm pretty sure that let me grab oh, this is a good one. Okay. Listen to her. Did we already talk about Robin? Oh, the Cody and his 2-minute stare down, which is hilarious, by the way. Okay, watch this.
Fans have really felt this season, especially this one-on-one, part 1, part 2. I mean, part 2, there's like 25 seconds of silence, I think, where Cody won't answer you. You know, people feel that Cody has really kind of been rude to you, a little bit hostile. Can you tell us, did it feel like that to you?
No, I mean, like, listen, I mean, the stare down is pretty awesome. I actually, when it was happening, I was like, is he not talking? I was in my head, I was like, is he just not going to talk to me? I'm from New York. So it's like, you know, okay, you're going to look at me. I'm going to look right back at you. Like, that doesn't, you know, it's not like he was meaning to intimidate me, but maybe he was a little bit. I don't know what his mindset was, but yeah, there was a nice little stare down. I think it went for about 1:30. Like, I mean, think about staring at somebody for 1:30, like dead in their eyes. I mean, it went for a while. You know, so
it was interesting. I mean, usually they don't leave that much silence on camera. I mean, I thought that said
it was like that. It was like that when it was going down. You know, I was like, huh, how long is this going to go for? Gosh, it's going for a very long time. And imagine, I mean, I want to tell the viewers, imagine sitting opposite Cody and looking at him for that long.
Hold on. So that is probably the most genuine. That's probably the most genuine that we've seen. She's kind of making fun of him. I'm telling you. That is the true Suki. That is if we were on the phone with her, if we were talking to her like she was one of our friends and we were on the phone, that's probably more so as genuine as I've seen without her being like, you know, the diplomatic interviewer. I just think so. I really, really, really do. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm like, I think a curl's out of place. I'm like looking at his like laugh lines and, you know, looking. He's not a monster. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, he's a narcissistic freak. You know, they say like these awful things about him. Listen.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I have to retort, Suki. I have to retort because it's not just us that's saying that hold on, where did she say it? She said, they say he's a narcissistic freak. Ma'am, it's not just random fans that are saying this. It's his wife, ex-wife at this point. I was trying to find the clip. Do you remember Janelle just said he basically is a narcissist? A woman that he's been married to for like almost 30 years or 33 years or whatever. She's saying it. So you can't push back. I feel like she's pushing back because she's got to play neutral. And it's interesting that all she's doing is talking about what the fans are saying when she's not saying, but his wife of 30 years also said that he has narcissistic tendencies. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going? Let's just listen to that again. I think that this is interesting.
How long is this going to go for? Gosh, it's going for a very long time. And imagine, I mean, I want to tell the viewers, imagine sitting opposite Cody and looking at him for that long. I'm like, I think a curl's out of place. I'm like looking at his like laugh lines and, you know, looking. He's not a monster. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, he's a narcissistic freak. You know, they say like these awful things about him. Listen.
Well, like I said, I'm going to push back, Suki. I get what you're doing, but no, ma'am. His wife said that. And if there's anyone that knows him, it's going to be Janelle Christine. Robin probably knows him, but she's not going to tell us the truth. So, and I don't think Mary's at that point. I mean, she's getting there. Mary is giving us little bits and stuff, but the full truth is going to be coming from, I'm sorry, it's going to be coming from Christine, and it's going to be coming from Janelle. I mean, look at it. These are these people. I can't with these people. Let's just do like, and I'm going to digress here. Let me find. Here we go. Here's one.
Being called a sacred cow. Moo. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Like, you cannot tell me you can't, Suki. I get it, girl. I get it, but absolutely not. You know that these people irritate the hell out of you. But I get it. I'm glad. Don't admit it. Do not admit it, because we don't want to see you go. We don't. We absolutely don't. But this is the kind of couple that she's dealing with. Hold on. Here we go. Here's Cody being a psycho. I mean, we already heard her talk about it, but just let's watch him be a little bit of a psycho. Weirdo.
Meet her where she's at. I'm trying to understand.
There's nothing left to say right now about that.
He's insane. No, ma'am. No, we're not buying it. We're not buying it. Nope. Nope. All right, let's keep going. That's why I just want to put this out there.
I think the bottom line is he was very, for me anyway, I feel like he was a very young person who started on this journey and who was trying to keep his family together at all bounds, at all costs, I should say. And he was trying to honor his commitment. You know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of emotional breakdowns. There's a lot of boundaries that were crossed. And
yeah, by him.
On both sides, I think. And I'm not supporting Cody. I don't want to be the other sister.
Good. We know, and here's the thing. We know that you're not wholeheartedly supporting Cody. I'm not even mad at it. I get it. You were playing the game. You have to. I don't think anyone out here is saying that. I don't think that she wants Cody in any way or anything like that. But, girl, you're not telling the truth, but I get it. We get it.
On both sides, I think. And I'm not supporting Cody. I don't want to be the other sister wife. You know, I know that's been out there. Like, she's in love with Cody. She likes him so much. She gives Cody such a pass. And it's like, no, I'm not. If you listen to what he's saying, you could see that, sometimes the dots don't connect. It's just kind of Cody's view. It goes back to what I said. Whether he wants to answer the question or not, the question was asked.
What's your take on Robin? I find Robin this season especially to be almost even more closed off. I think we read about Robin's personality in real life. She's probably the one that enjoys the fame the least, maybe.
Okay, hold on. We're going to get to Robin in a second, but I found it. Okay, hold on. I know where it is. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I've been looking for this clip. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back to what Suki was saying, because this is important. I wanted to really drill my point down. Let's come back here. It's right after this. Okay, here we go.
Place. I'm like looking at his laugh lines and, looking. He's not a monster. A lot of people are like, he's a narcissistic freak. They say these awful things about him.
Okay, narcissistic freak, all of these people like us, right? Hold on. Where are you? Where? He's not a monster. A lot of people are like, he's a narcissistic freak, right? Now, she's trying to say it's a lot of people. Fine. If you want to deny what we're saying, that's fine. Now let's hear it from Janelle. I love this.
For a narcissist, there's a cycle where you love bomb, and then there sort of is a waning, and then you almost kind of destroy or hurt them.
You're saying Cody's a narcissist?
Yeah, so it's not people, girl. It's not people, Suki. I'm sorry. I mean, it is. It is us. But guess who holds the absolute most weight? Janelle. You can't deny that. So I love how she didn't point that out at all. Oh, I found it. I'm so happy. Okay, that is a full circle moment. Okay, so now let's go and let's listen to her talk about Robin.
And goes back, yeah, and it goes back to what I said. Like, you know, whether he wants to answer the question or not, the question was asked.
What's your take on Robin? I find Robin this season, especially, to be almost even more closed off. You know, I think we read about Robin's personality in real life. She's probably the one that enjoys the fame the least, maybe, and the least being on TV. But I mean, this season, it almost seems like she sits there with you and it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what did you get the sense? Was she sad to be there? Did she really not want to be there? Like, what was happening with these one-on-ones?
I think she's just coming to terms. I mean, I think when you sit down at the one-on-one, they've just come to terms that everything is like, you know, everybody's splitting up.
No, absolutely not. Nice try, Suki, but here's what you really got. This is what you got. Hold on.
Did you like being called a sacred cow? Moo, I don't know, whatever, I don't care.
There's no way. I'm sorry, ma'am. Okay. No. So yes, you were playing the game. You are but it's a game that you should play, by the way. It's a game I want you to play, but I'm just calling out that I see you. I would love for you, like, blink twice, Suki. I would love for one day, maybe when this is all over, which is a good indication, by the way, you guys, because Suki would probably know behind the scenes, probably can't say anything, probably has a NDA. If she is towing the line like this, I really, truly believe that there's probably at least another season coming, because she even kind of talks about the future and what could be had, and that she's working towards having them all at a sit down together, which to me implies like a tacit admission that she knows that there's going to be many more seasons to come. So that means many more paychecks to come. And as Tamron said, hold on, where is it? Let's get this out. Where is it? As Tamron said, she was doing it, what, for...
No. Listen, I
and got to know that family, and I fell so deeply in love with the children.
Oh wait, no, it's like right in the
and at
beginning.
the time I said, it's a check, done.
There it is. It's a check, done. Well, these are probably going to be many, many checks throughout the seasons, right? That's what I think that she's doing, which is like, get your bag, Suki. But oh man, would I love to know what you actually think. So yes, it was a good interview. Did we get what we really wanted? I mean, we got some nice little nuggets. Whoops, sorry if you hear my mic. Sorry about that. But yeah, the neutral part only benefits the liars, and I think that's what I hate about it. But I get it. I get it. So yeah, she's playing the game. Every player, I guess, is making their choice, right? She's choosing to stay soft on the Cody chaos, and she's also choosing to coddle Robin's defensiveness. But like I said, what did she not say? Like the fact that Robin didn't even answer what her movie question was, the fact that Robin is being so condescendingly smug, disgusting, the fact that we've seen expert interviewers, like the person that pretty much created Tell All Dramas, saying what he hates about interviewers, and a lot of interviewers, that's what you do. You're supposed to be there to answer questions, right? She is coddling Robin's defensiveness. And she's choosing not to challenge the narrative because the real stakes are behind the scenes, guys. But us here, our little gang here, and probably a lot of other people, they see it. We're not fooled. So, you know what's going to be really interesting? If Sister Wives ends up being canceled and then Sukani comes out later without any ties and she knows that there's not going to be anything left, which I think that there's probably going to be spin-offs anyway, and I'm sure she would love to host those. I don't think she would tell her real thoughts probably ever, because now she would, even if she came out, she'd look like a big hypocrite. There's no point. This is for the check. This is her job. I get it. I get it. So maybe one day she'll have some stories to tell, but right now she's just surviving the family war zone that is what's going on with them. And honestly, like I said, this is probably the smartest move of all. It's not the most gratifying for us. It's not the most satisfying. We don't really get to know what she really thinks. It's kind of a tell all, tell nothing kind of vibe. Just very surface level stuff. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that Suki is being strategic or soft or a little bit of both? Also, do you guys want her back or are you done with this whole thing? I don't know. It is a paycheck show. It is. Absolutely. So yeah, but like I said, no shade to the host, to Sarah's show that did this, to Sakanya. Really, there's no shade at all. Just, is it a little frustrating? Yeah. Yeah. It kind of is. I hate politics, and this is just kind of another level of politics. It's TLC politics, and it's just, bleh. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's all in the what was not said. Even down to Suki describing everyone but liking David. She didn't really say that about Robin. I mean, she said Robin was nice and that she was tall and that she cries. Like, isn't that like what a teacher would say at a parent-teacher conference, even to some badass kid that she didn't really like or he didn't really like? The teacher, come on. Come on, get out of here. So, man, I can't believe it. We did a 2-part back-to-back. Did you guys see the last live? If you haven't, you have to check it out after this. I'm going to put it in the comment section. So I got to say to my beautiful people, if you guys made it all the way through the video and you liked the video, you're my favorite. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of our live chatters. You guys help make the show. Thank you to my members, my mods. Thank you to those who super chat. Darlene, I got you. I'm going to be playing your video after this. Thanks for the request. Thank you to all the replay gang and everyone that couldn't be here. We wish you had been here. But we want your thoughts to be known. Let us know in the comment section what you think. And thank you to all of those that comment on the commenters, that like the commenters, that engage with that, because the community, this happens, what we say moves on beyond just when I'm live. If there's enough engagement and like you guys are just blowing it up in the comment section, I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to continue this conversation because there's so many good things that you guys are pointing out. So I love it. If the conversation needs to continue, then we're going to do that because we've already done some part 2s and part 3s based on how you guys feel about it, how you guys are interacting. So I love it. Thank you so much. So with that being said, is what Darlene requested, is it relevant to what we talked about? No. However, I don't think I really even have a song for Suki, so that's fine. So Darlene, what did you say? You said Monty Python. That is what we're going to do. You guys, wasn't this fun? I like doing 2-fers. I get to see you guys more often. That was fun. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? How do you think I did? Do you think, do you disagree? Let me know. Do you agree? Let me know. We might be continuing this conversation. I don't know. We'll see. It's up to you. So let me know. What was it? It was Monty Python. Monty Python, where are you? Monty Python, where are you? Oh, I see it. All right, you guys. Love you guys. If you haven't watched the first live that we did, because we did a 2-for-1 today. We did 2-for. We did it a few hours ago. We did this one. So get caught up, watch both. And I have the feeling we're going to be doing part 3 of at least the last one. Maybe we'll do a part 2 of this one. We'll see. Let me know. All right. Have a good night, you guys. I love you. Guess what? TGI Friday is very soon, in a few hours. We made it. All right. Love you guys. I will see you soon.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information.